At this, take a look at that side. This is a typical Japanese temple, or what they call it, jinja here, and I want to show you something super special about this place. This, what you see here, is a gate for jinja, and in Japanese legend it's also known as the gate for heaven. So as you pass through jinja right there and you enter from the gate, it's in the legend stated as if you are entering the heaven. So ladies and gents, heaven is just 5 steps away from where we are standing in this beautiful GT-R R33 right now. Right now I am driving Nissan Skyline GT-R R33, and performance of this car is just fabulous. This one is one of the rare KN6 color code, dark gray pearl. Nissan Skyline GT-R R33 is manufactured in early 1985, so this is gonna go to the United States pretty soon. So story of the car is Brian. Hey Brian, if you're watching this movie, my man, I'm making this one special for you. Brian just purchased this car, and before the delivery of the car to our portside yard, I decided to make a special movie for him. Brian, just for those of you guys who do not know him, he used to be a US military personnel. He has served his nation 20 years plus, and it's been his dream car to own a GT-R, Nissan Skyline GT-R. He actually owns a Nismo GT-R 35, and this is actually an addition for his collection, as the GT-R 33s become USA import legal under 25-year-old rule. By the way, guys, Brian is such a GT-R enthusiast that he has named 2 of his dogs after them. One of them is called Nismo, the other one is called Sky, for Skyline. How awesome. I wish I had a dog I could call, hey Nismo, come here. Sky, time to eat the food. Hey Brian, what a fabulous job you have done. So in this video everyone, we are gonna drive Brian's car a little bit around the town, and you guys get to enjoy the scenes. dark gray pearl Nissan Skyline GT-R R33, and in this color Nissan actually made only less than 4% of all GT-R R33s. And this one, ladies and gents, is pretty rare, I tell you what. So a little bit of information about the car itself. It's year 95 March edition, which makes it USA import legally in just 3 months from now, and it's got only 61,900 kilometers, which is in terms of miles less than 35,000 miles. Looking at the car, one is easy to note that the car has got a bunch of aero parts installed on the car, which looks pretty awesome and pretty sexy on this KN6 GT-R R33. Of course, it's also got the pretty awesome looking TA37s right here, and it's in silver color, match the color of the car pretty well, I would say. And of course, rear mirrors, this one, ladies and gentlemen, some people prefer them stock, and this in itself, they are not manufacturing them anymore, costs $2,000 US extra to upgrade this one. $2,200 US to be in, to tell you the exact price. But a lot of people tell me, hey, can you install back the like stock mirrors? I'm like, hey, someone spent $2,200 US just to put this mirrors right there. So you tell me, what do you think? Is it worth $2,200 to upgrade the rear mirrors like that? Are you one of those boys who prefer the stock ones? I want to know. Let me know in the comments below, guys. So you want to go through quickly on the car, and come, I want to show you something really important upgrade for the car from the backside angle as well. And as you guys can see that from right here, it's got pretty different looking LED tail lights installed on the car. You don't see this kind of LED tail lights very often on GT-Rs, I tell you what. It looks pretty nice. Depends on people's personality. Some people prefer them to be red all in areas. Some people prefer them to be just like this. And it really depends on the personality of the owner who wants to drive the car. What else can we notice? Of course, muffler is aftermarket muffler. And most people in all GT-R 32, 33, 34s, they end up installing the aftermarket mufflers on the car. And most of the time, we don't see the stock mufflers on GT-Rs altogether that most of the time. As we look at the exterior, a couple of things I want to point out, and I pay attention to that all the time. Of course, the seals, how clean and well maintained they are as well, and it's a very good indicator how good the car has been kept in its condition. As you guys can see that this seal, this one has lost its color a little bit, but hey, it's not a problem putting it back to black original color. Of course, what matters the most is what's the condition in the connecting parts, just like this. And this one looks just fine for the age of the car. And as you guys can see that from here, it's very smooth, and there's no problem at all when it comes to taking a look at the seals. Take a look at this one as well here. Now please notice, guys, this one looks just fine, but from here it start opening up a little bit, and it's nothing really. It's nothing. It looks really nice overall, I would say, especially considering the age of the car. A lot of GT-R 33s, I have noticed this part of the seals come up. It's easy to replace them with brand new ones, not a problem at all. But this GT-R 33 seals are kept in a really nice, they are really nice condition as they are. This being said, let's take a closer look at the interior of the car. Seats, of course, how well the seats been kept. No big deal at all. Seats look pretty nice. Original carpet looks really nice. One thing interior of the car that probably needs to be fixed is that there's a little bit of holes right here. Someone probably tried to install the monitor right here, and they end up making holes on the dashboard, which doesn't look good. It's fixable, no problem, but I don't like when people do that at all. Interior of the car, as you guys can see, looks relatively clean, except for this part on the dashboard of the car. Let me go from the other side around and sit, and we can talk a little bit further on extra upgrades the car has got. But take a look at the interior of the car. Looks really nice, don't you guys think? Now let me take a seat. Give myself a little energy. Sting up the car. Sounds pretty awesome, doesn't it? So, guys, let me show you something real quick. Of course, it's got the greedy boost meter right here installed on the car, and it's got the aftermarket Muffler steering wheel. A lot of people prefer Muffler steering wheels, which is fine. It's got the Kenwood the audio stereo system. And let's take a look at the mileage of the car. Of course, the mileage of the car is genuine mileage, and it's got, as I said, 61,900 kilometers, which is equal to about 35,000 miles or so. Other than that, the boots are also been replaced, I guess. Doesn't look like an original factory stock, but looks really nice from the way it looks. What else can we notice looking at the car's interior as an upgrade been done to the car? So, of course, it's got the accelerator valve controller system right here. Let's test it out. And works pretty awesome. Perfectly fine. And as the last part of this inspection, let's take a closer look at the heart of the car, which is of course located inside the engine compartment. Now, wow. Let's take a look at the engine compartment. What can you see from here, guys? How do you guys feel? From looking at the engine compartment as it is, it's pretty easy to notice that the engine itself is quite stock. Strut tower, very important to pay attention to. As you guys can see, very clean. Nothing of a rust issues or whatsoever on the car. And let's take a look at the other parts as well. Here. Very clean. Nothing of rust issues or whatsoever on the car. And here's the chassis number if you guys would like to take a look closer on the chassis number of the car. But some of the upgrades talking about the car itself is that the car has got the oil cooler, intercooler, of course air cleaner has been installed on the car. So those are some of the upgrades the car has got on the engine compartment of the car. So let me read it a couple more times. I know this one is hot. It's not. But this is pretty much it. Actually looking at the engine compartment of the car. So what I'm going to do with this video is we're going to wrap it up. Ryan will be receiving his car in March 2020, delivered to him in the USA, and I'm sure he's going to be such a proud owner of this super rare color KN6 GT-R R33. So ladies and gentlemen, I will be doing another video today, which is going to come right after this video. But for this one, we're going to wrap it up here. And I just want to say as a last part of the video, as usual, thanks for watching, guys, and see you guys in the next videos to come. And Brian, if you're watching as well, your baby is going to be headed to you pretty soon. Stay tuned, stay excited, my friend. Cheers!